Hello everyone, thank you for checking out today's video. In this one we're going to be covering Creator Studio on ServiceNow. Now ServiceNow describes their Creator Studio as a new approach to application development on the Now platform. Creator Studio is designed for all developers, offering a guided, intuitive environment for building request-based applications. It breaks down the traditional barriers to app development, making it accessible for business process experts to bring their automation ideas to life. Now, I'm on my PDI, and you see as soon as I sign into my PDI, it's actually promoting the Creator Studio feature. So let's go ahead and check it out. There is a demo on here that you can click on. So we'll actually use this as our guide as we're going through the process, and in case we get stuck on anything. All right, so first thing we need to do is we need to select Create App. From there, we can go ahead and select our app name. So let's go ahead and call it YouTube gift card app. And that's the same theme that they used for their test drive. So we'll just copy kind of what they're doing. And description. So allow employees to recognize their coworkers to receive a gift card. All right. Go ahead and select Create App. Oops, I already had it open. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is saying wants to create an app to award them gift cards for the company store or third-party vendors. So if we click on Create App, that's where we are now. After you hit Create App, it should take you to a template where you can go ahead and start working on your first catalog item. Okay, so now do we want a record producer or do we want a Creator Studio default template? So we're going to go ahead and use that one. That looks like that's the one that they're using. They don't even have the record producer option, but record producer is if we wanted to create a record on an existing table, like the incident table or change request table. So we'll go ahead and follow their template they have here. So go ahead and do apply this template. Okay, now we need to go ahead and add where this will live. So we want it to be on our service catalog. And within that, we need to go ahead and select a category. So they selected, I think they had a finance option. I don't think we have one. Double check that. Let's see. Service catalog, okay. And they have finance, but I don't see finance on ours. We'll just pretend this is finance. Actually, maybe we'll find one that's a little bit closer to finance. Let's see. Standard changes. What do you guys think? Something on here? That would make sense. I don't know. Let's just put it under information. Then we'll do apply. Okay, and then if we want to add a topic, so we just put technology services, that's fine. Save and continue. And the topic is where it's going to live on the portal. Okay. Now, as someone is requesting something, this person can use these different interfaces to find the form. So this is how you preview it on your portal, your Now mobile, and then your virtual agent. This person can find and... Okay, let's keep going. Let's do edit. So let's go ahead and... I thought there was a way, at least they showed on their way, that you could use AI, but we'll just have to do it manually, I guess. So let me go back here so I can show you guys. Preview about the request form. We'll look at the different interfaces. Select the description field to automatically add one. We tried that, didn't work. See, it don't do nothing. It didn't do nothing. I think you have to have the Now AI enabled, which we don't. So we'll just put this under gift card request. And describe what someone would do with this form. So is this the short description? Let me see. Yeah, this is the short description. Okay. So request a gift card for your worker. Do you want to nominate Oops. Nominate your coworker for a gift. Goodness gracious, I can't spell right now. Gift card. Please fill out this form. Fill out this form. A terrible description, but it'll work for now. All right, now let's add questions. So let's see what questions they're adding. They're doing company store gift card? Question mark. So they're doing a yes or no. Company store gift card. Mark it as required because they need to fill that out. And what else they got? Question 2 is, we want to know the amounts. Now that we've added that question, let's save and close. Okay, so yes, that's just a single line text field. Amount. And you'll leave that there. Mark it as required. And I got a third one too. Recipients. So this is going to be a reference field because it's going to reference another user on your instance. So we'll just do recipients. And we need a reference field. Let's see what they call it. They maybe call it something different here. Video button. Is it a record choice? Guessing it is. And then it's the sys user table. And then we'll just do active as true. I don't think there's that many inactive users on our PDI, but just in case. That is so laggy. Okay, there we go. Active is true, so we'll apply that. Okay, to save. Oop, I don't know why I didn't select that one as mandatory. Okay, that looks good. Next step, justification. So we'll add we added and edited the new question so that the user will provide a justification on the request. We'll save this. Okay, so we have one more. So let's do a multi-line text. You have to drag it, right? Go. Justification. And multi-line text. This is also required. And that will live right there underneath recipient. Okay, nice. Keep moving along. Mark is ready. Once our form is ready, we want to automate tasks to streamline the form submission process. Okay, so next thing we need to do is we need to set up our automations. And it looks like it uses playbooks. So I don't know, from what I've seen, the playbooks look very, very similar to the Flow Designer. It's just a little bit more condensed and easier for your non-technical users to use. So it says right here, in the Automations tab, we can create playbooks to automate the fulfillment process. Let's create one. We'll name our playbook, choose the form we just created, and select a trigger for when this playbook should run. In this case, we want it to run every time a user submits a gift card form. We'll create a playbook to continue. Okay, create a condition to make sure only internal gift card submissions run this playbook. Select company gift card as our variable. This is one of the questions we add to the form. With our trigger condition set for this playbook, let's move it. Okay. So we'll just call it gift card request. And not going to put a description when form is submitted. And it looks like they added a condition. Their condition was variables. These are the variables from our... Do I not have a variables option here? Dun, dun, dun. Questions, maybe? Is that what that is? Oh, okay. Yours is called variables, but ours is called questions. Okay, so variables, gift card, company store gift card is no. I think that's the only condition they set, right? Okay, create. First thing we're going to do is we're going to add an approval activity. The square icon will let us add an activity to the fulfillment steps. Okay. Request approval. Requester's manager. I think that's the one that they're using, correct? Manager's approval. Yep. Okay, save and close. We're almost done. Now we just need to get approval from the finance department. Select the plug sign to add another approval activity. This time we want to get approval from a group, not a specific person. Okay, so we'll select this, another square, request approval. Then we're going to go to group, and then we'll select our group. So this is referencing our group table. And let's see, is there a finance group? We don't have a finance group. Okay. Software group? Oops. We'll do the software group. Doesn't make any sense why the software group would approve it, but we don't have a finance group. This time we want to get approval from a group, not a specific person. Okay. All right. I think that's all they did, right? And I do activate. Okay, great. Let's activate this playbook to get it ready for review. This tab allows Jake to create lists that filter any of the form submissions based on certain criteria. These lists will appear on the dedicated workspace, and each app created in the Creator Studio will have its own category in the workspace. Only people with the appropriate permissions can view these categories and lists. Note, when we created the app, it automatically created a new role. We'll have something like gift card request agent that Jake and his team can use to manage and fulfill these requests. Now we can preview the app we helped build for Jake. Okay, so he was under form submissions. And he selected preview, right? He did. Okay. Do you want to nominate your coworker for a gift card? Please fill out this form. By default, it's yes, but we could have put the none option. I thought I did. I thought we selected the none option, but I guess not. All right, so they just fill in all these 4 fields. They get it submitted. It goes to the requester's manager first, and then if that gets approved, it should go to the finance department. But for us, it's going to go to the software group. So then they approve it, and then once they do, it should create a task to fulfill the request. And you can see how it looks on mobile. You can see how it looks on virtual agent. Okay, so let's see what else we got. Now that that's finished, we could submit the app for review. So that is, go back to edit. So up here on the top right, we can submit it for review. No pipeline available. Ask your admin to set up this app for review. Here's what happens during the review cycle. The app, forms, and playbook enter a pipeline, which helps move an app from one instance to another. In the pipeline, these parts of the app will go through reviews for any issues or inconsistencies. They are tested thoroughly to identify and resolve any issues. Once approved, an admin will deploy them to a production instance for use. Okay, so I guess we don't have that set up on our PDI, but we can still follow what it's doing on this demo here, so you guys know how this process would play out. So now that we submitted, we can submit the app for review. Here's what happens during the review cycle. The app form, yeah, we just read that. We'll have a chance to review all app items before we submit them to the admin team for review. Here we can see the form we created and marked as ready. It'll also be visible to users once it gets published. And here's the playbook we created for the to automate task. It's also active. After entering the release notes, we're ready to submit it so the admin team can review it. Congrats on creating an app in Creator Studio! Now let's go over to the App Engine Management Center to see where your app has gone after submitting it. So welcome to the App Management Center. This is the unified tool to manage the entire low-code dev lifecycle on the ServiceNow platform, supporting application intake, collaboration requests, app deployment. Lola, one of the admins at Jake's company, notices a new app deployment request. Let's take a look. This page provides Lola all the information she needs to manage the deployment of Jake's new app. She can see deployment progress, directly access Jake's app, and leverage the automated app deployment pipeline to move this app from the sub-prod instance to their test, staging, and prod instances. Lola can approve the deployment request and automatically promote this app to the test environments. Once Lola completes deployments, all components of Jake's app, the form, playbook, and workspace list will be available for end users. Click next to see what it looks like in action. So this is the Employee Center. Come down here, that's where their app is showing up. And that's it. And then a user would just go in here, they'd fill it out, submit it, and then that workflow/playbook would kick off, and your company would have to fulfill that request. All right, guys, I hope you found this video helpful. Sorry I didn't have the pipeline set up. I didn't know I needed to do that beforehand, but I will also link to the documentation that I was referencing in this video. And then if you just click on this is how you kind of get the guide that I was referencing throughout this video. It's the test drive the tool for yourself option. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing to the channel. Catch you on the next one very soon.